We are back for another edition of Asian football. It's the AFC Cup tonight. Central Coast Mariners can win tonight and secure that place in the knockout stage for the first time ever in the AFC Cup. I believe they did so a long time ago in the Asian Champions League. That was about a decade or so ago. But a massive opportunity tonight for the Central Coast Mariners, who are tonight deploying a bit of a fresh-looking squad. But very excited for this one. We were live last night for the Melbourne City Zhejiang game in the Asian Champions League, of course, back in our Australian teams when it does come to these competitions. And heartbreak for City, dude. I really feel for them the way they conceded in that last minute. Melbourne City, they fought really well, and in the second half they were much better compared to the first half, and they got their goal, and it looked like that they were going to put themselves in a great position to go through. Now they're riding on other results, and the games that they have to focus on are being played later tonight. But very excited for this one, of course, back in my Central Coast Mariners. And I think this might be the first Central Coast Mariners watch-along I'm doing for this season. I don't think we've done one yet. We haven't done one yet. So I'm very excited for this one. Cameron, how's it going, man? Says, hi, Lucky, how are you? I'm doing well, Cameron. Good to see you here. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. And very excited for this match. And excited that it's a relatively early kickoff, considering it's an away game. Some of the away games in the AFC Cup have been kicked off at like 11 p.m. here in New South Wales, so it's good. Good to see Butter here as well. Butter tuning in from New Zealand, of course. Great to have we always love seeing our New Zealand viewers in the chat. But I hope you're doing well, man. Currently late night over there in New Zealand. So kick off in this one, just over 10 minutes or so away. But we can chat about this lineup before we get the match underway. Of course, we are taking the focus on our A-League team tonight. My team, Central Coast Mariners. Let's hit the lamp. Bang, lights. There we go. Cameron, of course, that's right, shooting in from Malmo, Sweden, dude. 8:47. 8:47 in Malmo. I assume that's AM, of course, yes. Wow. There you go. Cam, thanks for tuning in, man. All the way across on the other side of the planet. And I hope all is well over there. But this Mariners lineup, it looks a little bit different to the lineup that they have deployed in recent weeks across the A-League competitions. Some rotation. And not too surprising considering the Central Coast Mariners are in a pretty comfortable position. They are expected to win tonight. They did beat Stallions Laguna 9-1 in the reverse fixture. So, yeah, man. There you go. It's also 8:47. Excuse me. In Wellington, New Zealand. There you go. So Cameron and Butter here in the chat on opposite sides of the planet in terms of time zones. But the Mariners lineup here, Mikel Docker comes into right back. Now, this might look a little bit different, but translating it from what the social media graphics from the Central Coast Mariners have said here, this is what I'd expect the lineup to be. So Docker does come to right back. Nathan Paul comes in to replace Brian Kautak, who is rested on the bench tonight. Harrison Steele. So no Jacob Farrell. He is on the bench tonight. So Farrell is on the bench, and Harrison Steele should be expected to play at left back. He has played that role previously for the Mariners. Max Ballard and Joshy Nisbet start once again in the center of midfield. DePizio starts consecutive games here for the Mariners. He should play off the right-hand side. Will Wilson comes in to replace Angel Torres. Michael Tullio and Jin Reese leading the line. Good to see Tay Burns in the chat here as well. Score predictions. Should be a solid win for Mariners, I'd expect. I'm going to say 4-1. I'm going to say 4-1. Last time we did it 9-1. It'd be a bit too ambitious to expect it. The scoreline similar to that. Stallions Laguna are going to throw everything at Mariners here to try and get some points here. Obviously, for them, they don't have much chance of making it through. They don't have any chance, in fact, of making it through to the knockout stage. But at home here, they'll be wanting to, try at least do a better job compared to what they did, how they fared last time around against the Mariners. Of course, Mariners, if they did dramatically lose here tonight, it does become a little bit tricky for them. They should still be able to progress in terms of being one of those top-ranked second-place teams. When you look across the different groups, obviously, it was the same situation last night. We're running all the maths around who can make it through in regards to the second place teams. All right, let's have a glance actually at the group ladder and have a look at how it stands. Central Coast Mariners leading the way in the group. Top of Group G. It's been overall a good outing in the AFC Cup. Their first ever AFC Cup here. Central Coast Mariners currently leading the group on 10 points. Terengganu has been the one side that have really stumped Mariners though in this tournament. Terengganu have managed to draw both times against Central Coast Mariners. Mariners were struggled to break down Terengganu. I was at that home game for Mariners against Terengganu a couple of weeks ago when they really did a decent job, Terengganu, with shutting down the Mariners and not allowing them to get forward and have joy moving forward. But this match, of course, being broadcast on 10 Play. If you want to watch and you're in Australia, of course, you can watch on 10 Play. This one isn't on Paramount Plus or free to run on Channel 10. It is free to watch, though. It doesn't cost anything to sign up on 10 Play. So you can watch this one for free in Australia. Stallions Laguna, the side from the Philippines, and interesting looking stadium, man. I love they've got plenty of trees around. Obviously, it reminds us a little bit of Central Coast Industry Group Stadium. Of course, the famous palm trees. Good to see Stable Gravity here in the chat. Says, I would love to see DePizio score. Yeah, man. I mean, Miguel DePizio grabbed his first ever Mariners goal in the last AFC Cup fixture against Terengganu at home. And you could see the celebrations. He loved that goal and just the sense of relief for a guy who was a very talented young player. Wow, they've just shown on the broadcast, they've just shown the weather for the local weather in the Philippines where they're playing, and it's 32 degrees Celsius. Isn't it? Is the Philippines, dude? Isn't the Philippines in the northern hemisphere? Isn't it winter? Excuse my ignorance. I just assumed it would have been colder, but 32 degrees. So Mariners, though, despite being, heading into this game knowing that they did beat Stallions Laguna 9-1. Gonna make sure that we don't take our foot off the pedal. Mariners have been punished at times throughout this AFC Cup tournament. Haven't necessarily done a great job at keeping clean sheets. Mariners, let's have a glance at that ladder again, actually. Had conceded 7 goals across the 5 group stage games. 18 scored, though they've been very busy. Marco Tullio's been up there as one of the top goal scorers across the whole tournament, in fact. He's been very productive in front of goal. If we scroll up a bit here, as you can just see, this is Group F. Macarthur FC play tomorrow night, our other team from Australia. They're looking really good as well. They're top of the group, 12 points. Equal with Phnom Penh, but should be expected to get a result against Cebu FC. They play as well, away as well tomorrow night. And you'd expect Macarthur FC to get through as well. Predictions. Good to see you here, Seb. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm back in Mariners for a decent win here. I'm going to go 4-1. I'm sticking with 4-1. Last time these two sides met, it was 9-1. Hey, would love to see the same result again, but let's give we're going to give them a bit of a benefit of the doubt, I guess, if you like, for Stallions Laguna, who, as you can see from this ladder, have had a pretty miserable campaign in the AFC Cup. One draw in the campaign, 4 losses. But the 24 goals conceded is really not a great look. Very, very leaky defensively. And look, there is an opportunity for some of these players tonight. We were talking about Miguel DePizio earlier. I mean, Jing Reese starts as well up top. Will Wilson off that left-hand side as well. AUSC fan, good to see you, man, as well. Dylan Wenzel-Hawes, would be nice to see him get back to his best. Yeah, I think he's fallen out of favor a little bit, Dylan Wenzel-Hawes. He's not on the bench tonight. And he is a player who was given chances. He did start a couple games earlier on in the AFC Cup. But you get the sense now, especially with Jing Reese starting a couple games now, Miguel DePizio is another good attacking option. I fear for Dylan Wenzel-Hawes and at the Mariners. I still think he's a decent striker. But you've got younger options coming through who are playing well in Jing Reese and Miguel DePizio, and they might take his place in the squad. Hey, Newy Jets, how's it going, man? Good to see you here. Do you know yet what days you'll be tending in your night round? I'm hoping to get down to all 3. I'm hoping to get to all three. Very excited for Unite Round, which is a month away now. This time next month is Unite Round. Very excited for Unite Round. All the matches being played in Sydney next month, and I hope it's something that they rotate across other cities. Man, that's what I reckon they should do. Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, and an interesting thing that I think they could do as well with Unite Round in the A League is do something where they do a Unite Round in a potential expansion site. So if Canberra is indeed going to be an expansion site, and maybe like this the year before they announce it as an expansion team, they do a Unite Round in Canberra, for example. I don't know, what the stadiums. I guess they probably have a couple of stadiums. I know they've got the AFL ground there, and the stadium that the Canberra Raiders play out of in the NRL. But yeah, that'd be cool as well to even do some regional Unite Rounds. That'd be fun. The regional away days are a lot of fun. The team's coming out as we speak. Again, if you want to watch this game, if you're in Australia, you can watch on 10 Play. It's free to sign up on the app or the website. Jump on it. AUSC fan says, we'd love to see Unite Round in Melbourne. Yeah, I'm sure it's inevitable. Newey Jet says, I'll be creating heaps of content. Love it. Love it. So, teams going through the high fives between the players and the referees. Central Coast Mariners, of course, wearing their all-yellow home kit, which they've been wearing all campaign so far in the AFC Cup. The all-yellow, which is a fresh look, man. I mean, yellow itself isn't a fresh colour for Mariners, obviously, but the yellow shorts as well. It's a full yellow kit, which we haven't seen too often from the Central Coast Mariners. So, very excited for this one. We're going to be here for live reaction, live discussion. Make sure you stick around the chat. Drop your thoughts on this one as we go. Let's whack that lineup back up as well. Here's what it's looking like for Central Coast Mariners. This is what they're deploying. Should expect a 4-4-2 as Mariners usually play. A very, very solid formation. Miguel DiPizio and Will Wilson to provide a lot of threat down those flanks. Stallion Laguna did manage to break past Danny Vukovic's goal on one occasion last time around these two teams met. Okay. Newey Jets asks, is Paul a defender? I haven't seen him before. Is it just me? Nathan Paul has played a few games across the season. He's been missing for the last few weeks with injury. Was on the bench on the weekend, but made his debut for the Mariners in the Australia Cup match against Sydney FC in the round of 32 back in August. Very good on that debut as well. He was very solid. Very tall, strong defender. Still very young. And he's getting another opportunity here in the starting lineup. He did start the first few rounds in the A-League competition as well. AUSC fan asks, what country are these guys from? From the Philippines, I believe. Stallion Laguna play in the Philippines. Had a little Google before, checked that they are third across the 2022-23 season. It says here on online on Google, they finished third in that season. 11 wins, 2 draws, 9 losses. Having said that, in the football league in the Philippines, there are only 7 teams that compete in the competition. 7 teams. So they are, in the most recent season, they were the 3rd best ranked team in the competition. But Australian sides are now becoming very familiar with these Philippine sides. Dynamic Herb Cebu, another side in the AFC Cup, who is facing MacArthur FC. They played tomorrow night. And last year, Sydney FC faced Kaya FC in a playoff match for the Asian Champions League. Danny Vukovic is wearing a cap. Danny Vukovic is wearing a Mariners cap, ladies and gentlemen. This takes me back to, that's like a classic goalkeeper look from the early days in the A-League where they'd wear the cap, especially over in Perth. I remember in a lot of Perth games, you'd see the goalkeepers wearing the caps because I imagine the sun maybe is just at a really awkward angle. All right, kickoff is about to get underway. Obviously on YouTube here, slight delay here on the stream. because obviously we're broadcasting to YouTube, to your eyeballs, to wherever you guys are tuning in from. And thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it greatly. If you want to support the stream, you can hit the like button. You can also consider sending through a super chat to support the channel. Team's ready to go. A lovely, very picturesque setting here in the Philippines. It's got the palm trees and they look like palm trees at least in across the sideline there. Looks like a very lovely stadium. According to the broadcast, a bit of a warm evening in over there in the Philippines as well. It's at 32 degrees Celsius. That won't bother the Mariners too much. They have been playing warm conditions of late. Very warm evening last time Mariners played on Friday evening against West United, which saw them pick up a big 4-0 win. And there's a bit of what's going on here? Okay, there's a bit of a delay. Now the linesman, one of the officials, is running over to the net to get what that might be a hole. Is there a hole in the net? Well, the referee and a guy in a very nice looking pair of Nikes have just gone over to one of the goals to tape up something. There must be a hole in the net, dude. Wow. Interesting. AUSC Fair, sorry, I missed this comment a moment ago. What's the chances of Mariners actually winning the whole AFC Cup? Well, there is a chance. As we get into the knockout stages, that's where it gets really tricky. But I think the other sides were expected to cruise through to the knockout stage. But as we proceed through from here, there are some tough opposition from, we know that across Asian football, the league's getting much, the quality is growing, you know what I mean? The level of competition is growing. So I think the chances of winning it aren't necessarily that high. But hey, Mariners will have high aspirations here, as will MacArthur SC. And finally, we get underway. Kickoff between Stallions Laguna and Central Coast Mariners. We are underway. Central Coast Mariners, a win here, a big win, would secure top place. And looks like our lineup is indeed correct. It is Harry Steele, traditionally a midfielder. He is slotting in at left back, and that's a very blurry camera. Hopefully we can get the focus fixed up. That's a bit better. Nathan Paul returning to the starting lineup for the first time in a few weeks. Tall, young central defender. Unfortunately scored an own goal in the first group stage match in the AFC Cup. Mikel Docker coming in at right back as well. Storm Roos rested for this game. One of a few players rested for the Mariners tonight. DiPizio drops deep, and it looks like it is DiPizio who's starting out on the left-hand side. We will see those wide players switch sides. We do tend to see that for the Mariners. Miguel DiPizio and Will Wilson. Two fantastic young players with a lot of potential. We, of course, know Central Coast Mariners are a team who love to give youngsters plenty of game time, give them the opportunity. And it's paid off in recent years. We've seen the likes of Sammy Silvera, Nectar Triantis. Just a couple of the names who have secured moves overseas. Aaron Kowal, obviously last year, was a very notable one who secured a move to Newcastle United in the Premier League. Bosho, how's it going, man? How do you feel about Steele playing defence in this game? It's a position he has played a few times before. He can slot in there. Very versatile player, Harry Steele. Should be able to do a decent job. Very competitive, physical player when he needs to be. So it should be all right. Two minutes in. Mariners so far looking to dictate flow of the game. Forward pass is nice from Nisbet. DiPizio's in behind on the left. Delivery's not ideal. Ball went out at play anyway. Miguel DiPizio, man, a lot of hype around him. He's a young player with a ton of potential, as we said. Featured in every group stage match for the Joeys at this year's AFC Under-17 Asian Cup, which Took place in Indonesia. Stallions Laguna with the dude. I don't mind Stallions kit. It's nice, isn't it? It's sort of like a nice like pink, almost like a light red top with the white shorts and socks. And even though there's no chance of obviously Stallion Laguna getting through to the knockout stage, they'll be hoping to go out of the tournament with a win here. And it'd be a big achievement for them, to win against the champions of Australia and Central Coast Mariners. Love that. To the right, to the right behind the goal, you've just got these like giant diggers and some trucks. It's great seeing the variety of stadiums that we see these games being played at across the country, across the world, I should say. Jing Reese could get away here. The ball's gone over the top, and Reese. Now I like that pass. Tulio's in behind. The cutback needs to be good. Tulio again. Doesn't quite work out, but Mariners have the first corner of the game. Good to see Justin here in the chat. How you going, man? Good luck to you guys tonight. Thank you, man. Obviously very excited to be watching my Mariners be involved in Asian competition, AFC Cup. That's right, Bo. Must be sunny out there because Danny's wearing a hat. Yeah, I mentioned it before kickoff. We saw him wearing a cap, and great to see the yellow cap there on the head of Danny Vukovic. So corner here for the Mariners. It's going to be whipped away. An outswinging corner from Miguel DePizio. Mariners players will be attacking this. Oh, it's gone low. Doesn't quite work out, but with those low deliveries, dude, anything can happen. You can definitely see that sun. Yeah, definitely hitting the eyes of Danny Vukovic here. You can tell by the shadows. He's got the cap on. Danny Vukovic enjoyed a fantastic return to the club that he started his early career at, winning the championship with the club last season, captaining the side to the championship. Reliable keeper, experienced goalkeeper. With talks around Matt Ryan potentially missing the Asian Cup next month, there hasn't been too many people throwing out the Danny Vukovic name, which I guess is fair enough. There are some, there's a lot of heavy competition for that goalkeeping position. We know how good Joe Gauci is. Some people talking about Lawrence Thomas of late, Tommy Glover, who's over in Middlesbrough in England, even Ashley Maynard Brewer, who was in the most recent Socceroos squad as well. But shouldn't forget, Danny Vukovic was a part of that 23 that went to Qatar last year for the World Cup. What is your prediction, Lockie? I'm back in 4-1. I'm back in 4-1 for the Mariners. It should be a pretty comfortable win. Nathan Paul with a strong challenge there. Stallions Laguna attack has stayed down on the ground. Nathan Paul, a very strong, tall defender, and no foul called. Langerak, yeah, he's another one that I've seen people mention as well. It'd be cool to see Mitch Langerak back in the side. I didn't know that. Sean Evans refereed the 2022 AFC Cup final. I didn't know that. There you go. They're showing a replay of that collision. Maybe just got the ball, I think, there, Nathan Paul, but it was a hefty challenge. Spencer, good to see you here, man. Also dropping the hashtag Langerak for the Asian Cup. Langerak, it's been a while since he's been involved with the Socceroos, former Melbourne Victory goalkeeper. Hey, Ronan, good to see you here as well, man. How do you reckon the grand final match? I assume you mean rematch there. Will go on Sunday. Very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a tight one. Here comes the corner for the Mariners. Just cleared away. I think it'll be a close one. I think, look, Melbourne City have been building some decent form in the last couple of rounds in the A-League. And back at home, we'll be pretty confident that they'll be able to get the 3 points. Both teams are, a little bit of an underwhelming start to this season, so it could go anyway. But at this stage, I'd probably expect a draw. I think Mariners, and Mariners have been building some decent form as well. Undefeated in the last 3 A-League games. 2 wins and a draw is all right. And, that Mariners have steadily been improving since the start of the season. So I think they'll provide a good test for Melbourne City on Sunday, so it should be a great match. That's for sure. Both, I think Mariners win a solid 2-0. Would love that. Would love the clean sheet as well. We haven't had too many clean sheets in this AFC Cup so far. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I feel like the Australian sides have more of a chance of winning the AFC Cup than the Asian Champions League, 100%. Obviously, with the AFC Cup being sort of the second tier of Asian competition. Here's Mikael Docker. Great run from Docker. The ball comes short. Dude, this camera angle's really zoomed in. Is it just me? Or is this... It's right in on the action. You don't get a good idea of the full size of the pitch, but Mariners looking pretty good to start this game. And Docker, very athletic fullback, loves to get forward. Hey, the ball's over the top. Is the flag up? It is. Well, Michael Tullio was all of a sudden behind with space. Flag does go up. Justin mentions here in the chat, says Lecky came off last night for us. He could have an injury. Haven't heard though. Yeah, man, we're doing the live watch along for the game last night, and we were really concerned when he came off, and it didn't look good either. It looked pretty innocuous, and yeah, he's someone we obviously want in that Asian Cup squad for next month. So hopefully it is all right for Matt Lecky. I haven't heard any update on the injury. Don't know if you guys have seen anything. I would love to see Nisbet goal. A rare Joshy Nisbet goal and DePizio as well, hey? Down the right-hand side, here come the Mariners once again. Ball comes in, well cleared away. Straight back. Mariners can build once again. Short ball, DePizio. On the right-hand side, Tullio. Good delivery. Keeper comes out the punch and needed to because Ching Reese was ready for the tap-in. The chances are starting to arrive for the Mariners. Just need to find the shots on goal now. Stallions Laguna just trying to hold on here. Here's Will Wilson. Another corner here for the Mariners. 10 minutes in. 600. How's it going? Says easy Mariners win 8-2. Would love to see an 8-2. It was very close there for the Mariners, and they're getting closer already 10 minutes into this game. Scored 9 goals last time against Stallions Laguna. How long until Mariners break the deadlock this time around? Michael Tullio, another outswinging corner. 2 hands go up for Tullio to signal his intentions. Delivery's all right. Contact's not great. Still there. Bouncing around. Stallions do get it clear in the end. And they've got it on the counter-attack. Sam. The pacey striker for Stallions Laguna. He goes down. No foul. Dan Hall strong in his challenge. That's right, Lance Ward. Yes, Melbourne City fell in the final minute. Yeah, we were live last night for that one, of course. And drama at the end, wasn't it, for Melbourne City? Conceding right at the death. And that could mean that they miss out on the knockout stage. Melbourne City will know their fate after tonight. They're hoping that Bangkok United defeat Jeonbuk in the Asian Champions League. And hey, we're back in our A-League sides, man. We hope Melbourne City do go through. We'd love to see it. Spencer as well a bit earlier said on the Socceroos, says Robertson, Fauna Rolling, Langerak all deserve the call-up for the Asian Cup. Yeah, Alex Robertson, he's been playing well, hasn't he? From what we've seen, at least, over there in at Portsmouth in England. We'd love to see him involved in the squad. Some competition for places for the Australian national team, which is good. You know, that's what you want. You want players competing. You want good options all across the pitch. We are 12 minutes into this game here, according to my broadcast, at least. If you want to watch the game, if you're in Australia, you can watch on 10 Play. Because Mariners, a win here will secure top place in the group and passage through to the knockout stage. Overall, it's been a pretty solid campaign for both MacArthur FC and Mariners in the AFC Cup. Let's have a quick glance at that live ladder. This is coming from Google. So to get Mariners top of the group with a draw. The other game in this group not being played alongside this one at the same time, which is quite unusual, but it is being played later tonight at 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, so that is just in a few hours' time. Jing Reese, could he get in behind here? Keeper's there to claim it. Terengganu taking on Bali United later tonight. So Mariners would want to make sure to get a win here just to secure that top place. Because if Mariners do draw here tonight, as we can see here, the live ladder has Mariners on 11 points. Terengganu get a win and they jump over Mariners. But you'd imagine 11 points should be enough for Mariners to get through from second place. But you don't want to risk anything, hey? Bosho back in the former Mariners. Cummings, Garen Kowal, and Ali Kowal all deserve a spot in the Asian Cup. It's a tough area of the pitch to break into, isn't it? That striker position. Jason Cummings, he's sort of fallen out of favour with the Socceroos, hasn't he? He's been getting some minutes in the AFC Cup as well, of course. Playing over there in India with Mohun Bagan, alongside another former A-League player in Dimitri Petratos. Pretty comfortable start for the Mariners in this game. Almost 15 minutes in. Had the bulk of possession. A long-range shot here. Trying to catch Danny Vikovic off his line, but that's well off target. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right there, Ronan. Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? An 8:30 kickoff is a late one, considering the local time. And yeah, at Icon Park in Melbourne, which I don't think I've ever seen a round ball football game, if you like, being played at that stadium. So it was quite unique, that's for sure. Lancers hoping the Mariners win 3-1. Quarter of an hour in, 15 minutes in. Mariners in possession. Couple openings, couple half chances for them. Just got to start getting the shots on goal, testing the goalkeeper. At this stage, it does appear to be pretty comfortable for the Mariners. Looking to move down the left-hand side. Stallions Laguna doing a really good job of keeping their defensive shape. Mariners are really having to work to find the gaps, to find the spaces. Nathan Paul, nice ball into the feet of Reese, and the quick pass from Nisbet has a bit too much power on it. You look at the personnel on the pitch here for Mariners, and you can, this is our live lineup graphic we've got here on the screen, and there's plenty of options for the Mariners moving forward, man. You know, there's plenty of players who can create. We know what Josh Nisbet can do. He had a great game last Friday against West United in the A-League. DePizio and Wilson have plenty of flair and love to take players on, and you've got someone like Marco Tullio, who is always great at pulling the strings. Jing Reese provides a good option in the air as well as with his pace. So there are good ingredients for goals for Mariners. That's right, Bosho. I mean, it's absolutely heartbreaking, wasn't it, for Melbourne City? I couldn't believe it when they conceded in the very last minute. It was a dramatic finale to that game. The last like 10, 15 minutes, there was almost a red card for Jamie McLaren. But the referee didn't award it in the end after a VAR check. And there was a red card for a Zhejiang player. So, and then the late goal, of course, as well. So that City game last night was crazy. We, of course, we're live for that one as well. And we are planning to go live tomorrow night as well for the final AFC Cup group stage game for Macarthur FC. That one's a late one. It's 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. But they'll be hoping to get a win to top off Group F as they take on another side from the Philippines, Dynamic of Cebu, tomorrow evening. Big round of A-League action coming up as well. Got the predictions video coming up tomorrow morning. Make sure to check that out. Aloisi Derby, West United at home against Brisbane Roar. Must-win game for Western. John Aloisi's under immense pressure at the moment. Also got the Big Blue on Saturday night. We'll be doing a live watch-along for that one, which will be a lot of fun. Melbourne victory back at home for the first time in a while against Sydney FC. Sunday, Arvo, we've got the grand final rematch. Melbourne City taking on Central Coast Mariners. So busy time at the moment for Melbourne City Mariners, both playing midweek football. And Mariners, plenty of travel as well. Hey, flying back from the Philippines tomorrow, you'd imagine. And then I'm not sure if they're heading straight to Melbourne. They might head back to the coast and then to Melbourne on the weekend. But the A-League sides have done a good job of managing the travel. Bocho says Mariners only have one shot so far. That's right. We've gotten forward. We've shown some good promise, but not quite creating good enough opportunities to have shots on goal. So that's where it's lacking at the moment for the Mariners. Of course, for concern, though, it is still early on in the game, and Mariners very comfortable in possession. The centre backs, Nathan Paul and Dan Hall, have had a lot of the ball in the opening 18 minutes. Here they go, Mariners looking at making inroads down the left. Stallions Laguna defense working so hard, moving from left to right, cutting down the spaces really well. First goal being disallowed was wrong. Was that the offside one from last? I assume you're talking about the game from last night, of course, Justin. I think that might have been the offside one. I remember there was a bit of controversy over that one because the last pass was an offside, but I think the first one was, which is I think is why it was called back in the end. Vukovic. Nice ball from Vukovic. Finds Docker in space, who takes it forward into the forward half, but his pass isn't great. I do like Mikael Docker and Angel Torres. I think they've shown some good promise, but they clearly aren't playing at the top of their game. They're taking a little bit of time just to settle into the side. But I feel as the season goes on, they'll continue to improve. Mikael Docker, Brazilian right back. Angel Torres, Colombian winger with plenty of pace. Foul here. Stallion Laguna get a free kick near the halfway line. And 20 minutes in, Stallion Laguna will probably be pretty happy with this start. They're doing well, holding their shape and nullifying the Mariners pretty well, keeping them to, as Bocho in the chat mentioned earlier on, Mariners just with a one shot so far. The chances have been limited. Still early days, of course. It says couldn't tell what was going on in the stadium at times. The scoreboard was so small. Mariners down the right. They go backwards once again. It is patient from the Mariners. They are taking their time just to find the gaps. Nisbet. Tulio's dropping deep. Lifting the ball around the corner. The flag is up once again, and that's not for the first time tonight. A few offside calls now for the Mariners. This time, Will Wilson caught ahead of the defenders, and definitely the correct call. The knockout stage, the next match in the AFC Cup, if Mariners do indeed go through, will be in February. The second week of February, where I'm sure it'll be a real busy time, obviously with the A-League in the middle of its season there in February. And who knows when the Mariners will be sitting in the ladder in that time of the season. Mariners were pretty underwhelming to start off the campaign. Really, really struggling. Weren't winning games. Starting to come good now. Last 3 games in the A-League for the Mariners, 2 wins and a draw, which is good. And hopefully we can build on this form, man. 22 minutes in. Mariners keeping the ball well, but not finding the opportunities at this stage. If you're enjoying the stream, if you want to support the channel, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, you can also consider sending to a super chat. Really greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, though, man. A very relaxing Wednesday evening here on the central coast of New South Wales. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you're tuning in from. And Mariners are in behind, and is it in? Well, Tulio's in behind, and has the goal been awarded? I think it has. Stallion Laguna are protesting, but the goal has been awarded. Mariners take the lead, and it's Marco Tulio. Top goal scorer for the Mariners in the competition. He's been scoring goals for fun. No VAR to overrule it. The goal will stand. Marco Tullio breaks the deadlock. That's right, stable gravity. Let's go, man. Marco Tullio with the fantastic finish. Replay will be interesting just to show whether it did. Oh, dude, from the throw-in, that's where it came. We didn't see it on the camera initially. All of a sudden, Tullio was in behind. That looks like it's definitely crossed the line. I mean, the defender did a really good job to get back and try and keep it out, but it looked like it did just cross the line. That's right, Ronan. No VAR in the AFC Cup, but yes, in the AFC Champions League. So, the decision is final. The goal is awarded. Mariners lead 1-0. It was a cheeky goal indeed. I mean, great goal. Great goal. Like, you know, forgetting about how close it was, whether it did cross the line or not. I mean, it was a perfectly weighted chip from Marco Tullio. What a play there from Mariners just to get him behind with the throw-in. And I don't know who it was with the throw-in. It must have been Mikael Docker from right back with the throw. He just had the nous to find Tullio in behind in acres of space, and he listed over the goalkeeper. Easy as that for the Mariners, who lead 1-0. Let's go. That goal means that Mariners will top the group regardless of what happens in the other game in their group. That goal takes Mariners to 13 points. Top of the ladder. Plus 12 in the goal difference category, which is very, very nice. That brings Stallions Laguna down to just 1 point in the group, and with a goal difference, incredibly, of minus 16. Minus 16. So, how does Stallions Laguna respond here? Can Mariners capitalize and score another? Docker, good ball across, great chance. There was a man unmarked at the far post. It was DePizio. Mariners have to go backwards. 25 minutes in. It's 1-0. Oh, no, Bosho missed it. Oh, no, Bosho. It was, who scored it? It was Michael Tullio with a lovely little chip over the keeper. Dave Burns says, Central Coast Mariners, they're taking this easy. They've been very comfortable in possession, haven't they? And now starting to really push Stallion Laguna back and finding the opportunities now. But it was Michael Tullio who opened the scoring for the Mariners. 25 minutes in, 1-0 to the away team. DePizio's corner goes backwards, and the cross from Docker is blocked. Stallions Laguna can't get away on the counter-attack. So, great start for the Mariners. After they struggled to create many chances there. That must be only Mariners maybe second or third shot for the evening, hey? Hey, Jacob, how's it going, man? How deep in the tournament do you believe you should get to? It's going to be really tricky when we get to the knockout stages, man. It's a tricky competition to read. Obviously, you know, a lot of these teams are unknown for us. It's a bit easier to predict in the Asian Champions League, but in the AFC Cup, it's a real challenge. We've seen the Mariners have been stumped a couple of times. They've drawn twice against Tarrangana in the group. I'd love to see Mariners. I mean, I don't know if I'll be bold enough to say we could get to the final, but, you know, at least semi-finals would be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be huge for the Mariners, I think. The sports, speaking about the AFC Cup final, Tay Burns says, would love to see MacArthur be Mariners in the final. That would be great. I believe the way it works, though, I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with the way it works with like the different conferences and different zones, I mean, the teams could meet though, but I believe there is like a zonal final. And I mean, it could be, I could be wrong, but I think it could be Mariners and MacArthur in that matchup. Jacob says, honestly, I think winning it should be the goal. Oh, it definitely should be the goal. I think, you know, obviously it's an easier competition compared to the Asian Champions League. Another chance here for Mariners. Cross is almost on. Here's Nisbet at the edge of the box. Shot is saved. A rare Josh Nisbet goal almost there for the Mariners. Do you know what money you get from these cup games? I'm not sure. Would love to see Mariners get to the final. Hey, Bo Show. It'd be great. Also, Bo Show, I've just noticed this now because I've zoomed in. That's the Wyoming Football Club logo there in your profile picture. There you go. I love it. Representing Wyoming Football Club, a team that Mariners left back Jacob Farrell spent his younger days playing at. So as we approach the half an hour mark in this game, Central Mariners with a comfortable 1-0 lead. Stallions Laguna yet to trouble Danny Vukovic. They've really only had one shot, but that came from about 15 metres out and went wide of the goal. Sam, the striker, has been proving a handful at times here for the Mariners. He's got the ball in a couple of decent areas and looked to take on the defence, but it's broken down on every occasion for him. That's right. Yeah, Wyong Tigers, of course. Yes. Love it. Jacob mentions, really sad that Raw missed out on making it after the Cup final. Hopefully we can do something special this season and qualify for Asian football. Yeah, man, it'd be great to see Brisbane Roar back in Asian football. They obviously featured for a number of years in the early 2010s during that successful period for Brisbane Roar, featuring in the Asian Champions League. And with the way they're going, Brisbane Roar, they could be up there competing for those Asian Champions League and AFC Cup spots in the A-League. We do know that 3 teams go through. Sydney FC, after winning the Australia Cup, that means they have qualified for the AFC Cup for next season. Here's the chance for the Mariners. Great ball over the top. It's Harrison Steele in behind. Up from left back. The cross is all right, and Jing Reese can't get the contact. Goal kick. Nice overlapping run there from Harry Steele, who is playing at left back today. Not a position we typically see Steele. He has played there before, but he's jumping in there to replace Jacob Farrell, who's currently being rested for this game. He's on the bench. We do indeed tick past the half an hour mark, though, in this game. Mariners 1, Stallion Laguna 0. You'd imagine if Mariners maintain a pretty comfortable scoreline into the second half, we might even see more changes. DePizio's in behind. Is the flag going to go up again? It is. Now, DePizio has played on there and has put the ball in the back of the net. And we do see that receiver we do see bookings awarded for that kind of thing. But I don't think there's any booking awarded there. But I mean, the whistle had gone for sure. The flag was up. DePizio decided to play on and put the ball in the back of the net. Could have been a yellow there. Jacob on Brisbane Roar in their Asian Champions League days says only ever got to one Asian Champions League game. But it was a good one. 2-1 win. McLaren and Holman, the scorers. There you go. And that sort of shows how long ago it was, wasn't it? McLaren and Holman. Back many years ago now for Brisbane Roar. Stable Gravity reckons it wasn't offside. There was a defender on that left. I thought, hey, he did look maybe he was keeping DePizio on. Tay says, how is it only 1-0? Chances are starting to show here for the Mariners. In behind, here's Reese using his physicality. He goes down. Is there a penalty? No. Jing Reese wrestling with the defender. Yeah, replay will be interesting. There was definitely some contact, but Reese got in a great position there. No VAR, so they can't bring it back. But I don't know if there's enough. I mean, even from a Mariners fan, I don't know if there's enough to indicate a penalty there for Mariners. They were both players sort of jostling with each other. Oh, they're in behind here. Great chance. Well, what an opportunity, Stallion Laguna. Sam, we mentioned him before, the striker, got in behind somehow. And Vukovic called into action. That's a great save. What a chance. Nice play, really nice. The ball came through, the gap opened up, and he got his foot to it. Well, Mariners almost conceding there, the equaliser. Sam, the striker, trying to poke it home. Vukovic, his reflexes were very good there to get down to that. Bojo mentions great save from Danny. Showing the replay again, and that easily could have been poked through. Easily could have been poked through. And that's and it's another chance for Stallion, and it's another save from Vukovic. What's going on here? Vukovic having words with Nathan Paul, not happy with his defense. I didn't even see what happened, but another shot came in. And Stallion Laguna have their first corner of the game. It was Sam again, and then the shot came in. Vukovic getting down to his right. All of a sudden, Mariners are under pressure here. Game on indeed, Justin. Jacob asks, do we get more Asian football spots this season? Not that I'm aware of, just the 3 spots. 1 Asian Champions League spot for the team who finished first, and then 2 spots in the AFC Cup. A delivery here for Stallion Laguna, headed away by Paul. Throw in for the home team. So Stallion Laguna applying a bit of pressure now. Forcing 2 decent saves out of goalkeeper Danny Vukovic. Vukovic, does it actually? We'll keep an eye on that for next time. Maybe the Y looks a bit like a V. 35 minutes in, so there's 10 minutes to go till the break. Stallion Laguna starting to turn this game a little bit. Finding the opportunities. Sam, that's a great touch to take it around Nathan Paul, but Paul does well to recover. Ball stays in play. Harry Steele sends it up the line. Mariners just going to make sure we just hold on here till half-time. Just keep the scoreline as it is. Mariners have had to work hard in this game to get themselves in the position that they are in. The goal came earlier on from Marco Tullio with a lovely little chip over the keeper. Yes, did you hear about that, Jacob? Jacob mentions here, did you hear about apparently they're changing the AFC Cup to the Asian Champions League 2? Yeah, and then the original Asian Champions League is, I believe, is going to be called the Asian Champions League Elite. I'm not the biggest fan of the decision to change those names. I think there's nothing wrong with the current names. You know, it gets a bit confusing when you do it like that, but that's what it is. Good to see Master FUT here as well in the chat. Another yellow profile picture here from Master FUT, of course, Wellington Phoenix. Master FUT is a Phoenix fan. Wellington Phoenix, of course, the 1A League team at the moment, at least. Auckland will be joining them, but that are unable, if they were to finish in that position, would be unable, of course, to feature in the Asian Champions League or AFC Cup, as far as I'm aware, at least. Of course, with the team being in New Zealand, which isn't in the Asian Football Confederation, they take part in Oceania. That's where it does get a little bit, complicated in terms of, if Wellington were finished top, for example, in the A-League, there's no chance for them to feature in continental football. Here's a chance for Mariners. Wilson. His cross is blocked. Stallion clear. The match is on 10 play. Is on 10 play here in Australia. For our friends over in New Zealand, I'm not sure if there is a way to watch this match. Do you guys have 10 play? I don't think so, because it's an Australian network. It's available only to watch here in Australia on 10 play on the website and the app. which is free to sign up to. Are you going to do an SC series, 24 series of the Mariners? It'd be fun. We haven't done a career mode with the Mariners for a while. We did one on FIFA 22, I think. So yeah, maybe you have to give Mariners one again. So, not long to go till the break. Performance has been okay from the Mariners. It hasn't been amazing. Partly to Stallions Laguna doing well to hold their defensive shape. But credit to the home team, man, who are doing a really good job of giving Mariners a real tough test. Forcing a couple good staves out of Danny Vukovic. Another goal before halftime would be very nice from the Mariners, just to give us that buffer, because considering that Stallions Laguna have been pushing more towards the end of this half, just to have that little buffer, man, to keep us in a safe position, and then, maybe make some more rotation in that second half, get some changes on. Give some more game time to other players. Obviously, Mariners have a big game in Melbourne on the weekend on Sunday. They take on Melbourne City, so got to make sure the squad is fresh for that game. Grand final rematch, of course. Bosho with a Premier League question here. Who do you think is going to win the Premier League this season? It's a great question, because it really is wide open as it stands. Who do I think is going to win? I've got a feeling Man City are going to bounce back. I know they're on a bit of a slump at the moment, but Man City, honestly, I think might still be favourites for me. Arsenal and Liverpool looking very good right now, but I'm just loving that it's it's wide open still at the moment. Reese trying to flick that header on, doesn't work out. Master Refugee backing Villa to win the Prem. That'd be fun to see. That'd be great to see. Aston Villa have been doing great at the moment. Hey, Bosho's back in Liverpool for the Premier League. Final 5 minutes of the half. Mariners back with their comfortable possession here, taking their time with it. Mikael Docker plays the ball forward. Reese trying to bring it under his control, loses it. That has been where it's been breaking down for the Mariners. They haven't been able to break past Stallions Laguna, their back line many times tonight. It's proved a bit tricky. A bit tricky. Luton winning next season. Yeah, I wonder if Luton will manage to stay up this season. They've been doing a little bit okay as the season's gone on, haven't they? Bosho reckons Chelsea can't get relegated. Mariners definitely taking their time with it at the back. Danny Vukovic with a lot of possession. Long ball over the top. Almost, dude. Was that? It was Wilson who didn't chase that ball down. It looked like he could have gotten on the end of that. It's heading over the top. Rolls out for a goal kick instead. So because Mariners currently top of the group. And if Mariners do hold on to the 3 points here, it won't matter what happens in the other game. Mariners, as it stands, are 4 points clear on top of the group. Tarranganu and Bali United, the other two teams in Group G, set to play later tonight at 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. 3 minutes to go in the break. Shouldn't have too much injury time. Forward ball towards Reese. Can't control it again. Mariners should be able to go in possession here to Pizzio now. Nice flick. Again, it breaks down though. Plenty of numbers at the back for Stallion Laguna. I think they are playing a back five. They've gone long over the top, and it's worked out too. That's a great ball. Sam is in the middle for Stallion Laguna, and he's got the ball now, and he shoots. That shot rising over the bar. Not able to challenge Vukovic that time. He apologises to his teammates there. But he's definitely been Stallion Laguna's most lively player there. Sam, wearing the number 33 for the home team. Did well to find the space, get around Nathan Paul. Keeping up with the Matildas, absolutely. Yeah, we were live last week. We did 2 live watch-alongs for the Canada games, where Matildas were quite poor, you got to say, in those 2 games, losing both. But look, overall, it's been a fantastic year for the Matildas, of course, hasn't it? But the focus turns to February next year, where Matildas take on Uzbekistan in the Olympic qualifiers, which you'd expect Australia to get through from those 2 games. Dan Hall bringing the ball forward here from defence and driving it forward. The flag, is it up? No. I mean, it travels through to the goalkeeper again, but the flag's gone up anyway. I don't know what the offside stats are at, but they're racking up the offsides as this game goes on. Not long till half time. Here comes Stallion Laguna down the right. Harry Steele with some defending to do. Does a decent job, and Mariners with a goal kick. Well done, Harry Steele. Final minute before injury time. Mariners again, happy to take their time with the ball. So quite clear that Mariners are happy just to take this 1-0 scoreline into the sheds before coming out for the second half where, and look at this. Now, this is really interesting. Stallion Laguna are not pressing at all here. This is bizarre. Now they're going, and Vukovic will play it over the top. Now, Mariners were completely happy just to sit at the back there. Vukovic was just standing with the ball. And no one was pressing for Stallion Laguna. They eventually pressed after like 15 seconds of just standing still. We're into injury time. It's just the 1 minute. One minute to be added on. I haven't really had any stoppages here, have we? No injuries, to my memory. We'll do our griddle at halftime, of course. Our halftime entertainment, testing the A-League knowledge. We love playing the halftime griddle. The ball over the top runs away. Some of these balls that have been lobbed over the top from the Mariners, the idea's been good, but the execution has just been off. They've run too long on a few occasions. I don't know whether that's maybe something with the pitch. The ball seems to be like skidding across the pitch pretty quickly, hey? So look, hey, we'll take the lead, man. We'll take the 1-goal lead. But not the best performance from the Mariners so far. There goes the halftime whistle. Halftime at the break. It is 1-0 to Central Coast Mariners, who lead Stallion Laguna. And it's a nice position to be in for the Mariners. This means that they are topping the group clear by 4 points. Let's have a look at that ladder. Here is the live ladder. Mariners on top, 13 points. Goal difference is looking at plus 12 there. And as you can see there, Terengganu, they play later tonight against Bali United. Have no way of catching Mariners in first place here. So hopefully Mariners hold on here, but it was tricky, dude. Stallions Laguna were making a decent effort of really pushing Mariners towards the end of that half. Forced 2 good saves out of Danny Vukovic. Central Mariners not quite having much joy in front of goal, not creating too many chances. Michael Tullio, fantastic with that chip over the goalkeeper, though, to open the scoring in this game. Second half should be interesting. Very, very interesting coming up. How are we feeling? Griddle time, that's right. Justin says it'd be very tropical there. Tough to play in, yeah. Yeah, on the broadcast, they were talking about the weather. They were showing like the weather beforehand, and apparently it was 32 degrees there. So a warm one, which is similar temperatures to what we've had here in New South Wales, at least today. It's been quite warm at late. Summer temperatures really starting to heat up. Hope you guys are staying safe and well wherever you're tuning in from We love playing griddle. It's turned into a bit of a tradition here on our live watch-alongs to play griddle at halftime during streams. And here we go. We did all right yesterday. Yesterday we got 100%, which was great. Very happy about that. And we've got an interesting one here. So we've got Melbourne City, Adelaide United. We've also got Sydney FC and Western United, the clubs involved. We're looking for players here who have played for 4+ clubs. And then as well, we're looking for players who've won player of the season as well. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's go player of the season at Sydney FC. Sure, Miloš would be there. That should be pretty straightforward. Western United, a player of the season at Western United. I think Diamante won their first one. I believe so. Bosho says, I'm doing it now. It's tricky, the griddle. A decent start. And it says Melbourne City and West United, Jamie Young. That's definitely an option we could go for. There's been quite a few players actually that have played for both clubs. I like to go for the tricky ones first. The play of the season is the trickiest one here. Now a player. Now this is an interesting one. We're going to try bottom left now. We're looking for a player who has won player of the season, but has also played for 4+ clubs. Brain. So let's first of all just think, rather than thinking of who might have picked a player this season, let's think of players who have played for 4+ clubs. There's been quite a few, hasn't there? It's like a Cernak, Anthony Golek, Liam Reddy, of course, the famous one. Who else have we got in there as well? Terry Antonis has played for a lot of clubs. Would any of these guys picked up player of the season, though? Liam Reddy, maybe. Like, maybe Liam Reddy has. Maybe at Mariners? Let's think of my team, such as Mariners. And I remember some of those. I know Josh Nisbet, I think, recently. What if Danny Vukovic won it? Danny Vukovic is another player who's played for a bunch of A-League clubs as well. Interesting. I'm just looking at the broadcast here. They've just shown the shot stats for the game. Stallions Laguna have 4 shots. Mariners only have 3. There you go. Sort of sums it up, hey? Trying to think of a player here who was one play this season. I'm going to come back to that. That's the tricky one for me. 4+ clubs for Melbourne City. Probably a bunch we could go for there. Let's go Jack Clisby. He's played for a lot of clubs. 4, in fact. First Glory, Melbourne City, Mariners and Wanderers. Adelaide United, we can go Anthony Golek there. He has played for a bunch of clubs. 7 clubs Anthony Golek has played for. Wow. Player was played for Sydney FC and Melbourne City. In that vicinity, we will go Luke Bratton. Sydney FC and Adelaide United. There'll be a bunch of players we can go for there. And Adelaide and Sydney, we will go for. He's blanking. Harry van der Sarg. Is that a tricky time at Adelaide? He's struggled with injuries for the past year or so at the Reds. Melbourne City and West United. I want to go Dylan Parias there. He was involved in the first ever season for West United. Player was played for both Western United and Adelaide United. A few options we can go for there as well. Luke Dazell's an option. Who else could we go for? We've got Luke Dazell. He's the first one that came to mind. Started on the weekend for Adelaide. Here we go. And we've got one more stumping us here. This is the one. We're so close to 100%. Don't want to get one wrong here. Looking for a player who's played for 4+ clubs. But has also picked up the award for player of the season. I don't know why my brain was going to Liam Reddy. I've got a feeling Danny Vukovic might have won it, though. I shouldn't think of goalkeepers. I don't often win that award. Man. Okay, let's just think of like the top players in the A-League and who might have won it. I mean, Jamie and McLaren's only played for 3 clubs: Brisbane, Perth, and City. Who else? Who else? Come on, brain. I don't want to go for Liam Reddy. I don't think that's gonna be right. I'm avoiding looking at the chat right now just because I want to try and do this on my own. I don't want to cheat and look at the answers. You know what I mean? Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness. Jakey Brimmer. Jakey Brimmer's only played for a couple clubs. Who else is up there? Bruno Fornaroli's played for 3 clubs. 4 clubs, dude. I'm very interested to see the answers for this too. No one's really coming to mind. No one obvious, at least, is coming to mind. I mean, Costa Barbarousis is a guy who's played for a few clubs, isn't he? Has he played? No, he hasn't played before, has he? No, he has. Brisbane. He has. Costa Barbarousis. Man, Bessart Barisha's played for 2 clubs. No, for 3 clubs. There's a few that I'm thinking of that have played for 3, but there's not any that's coming to mind that have played for 4. Costa Barbarousis is an option. Would he have won Player of the Season, though? Not sure. Not super confident. And no one else is really coming to mind. I'm very curious to see the answers, dude. There's going to be some blatant ones that I'm absolutely missing right now. I'm going to go Costa Barbarousis here. No, man, no one's coming to mind. I'm really blanking here. Oh, we got it. Oh, no way. Let's have a look at the answers. Josh Brillante. Bruce Kamau. Wow. Oh, Liam Reddy was there. Okay, Liam Reddy did. And Vukovic. Okay. So I had a good feeling with those. Oh, Stanley Smelts. Yeah, man. See, I wouldn't have known that some of these guys would have won Player of the Season. Like, I never would have guessed that Matt Yerman picked up Player of the Season. Not that he's a bad player, but he just wouldn't pick it. The defenders don't often pick it up. There you go. Okay. Oh my gosh, tricky one. Thanks, guys, for dropping your suggestions. Kamau, Justin said Santa Lab. Bosho just says, I'll go for Reddy and see if it's right. Well, yeah, Reddy was there, wasn't he? Wow, dude. So we got, yeah, man, not bad, eh? Let's have a look at some of these other ones here. Plenty of clubs. Geez, heaps of players who've played for 2 clubs and 4+ clubs in Melbourne City. Playing for Adelaide as well. Cool. That's right, Cody Yeoman, the Mighty Bull. Good to see Nama here. How's it going, Nama? And Troy, how's it going, man? Says, hey, Lockie, great work on Griddle. Just got home from that thing called work. How are we going? Doing very well, Troy. Good to see you here, man. Hope you enjoyed work today. Hope you had a decent day. And cheers, man. Yeah, we did all right, Griddle, today. 2 days now in a row. I think we got 100%, which is great. We're looking good. Bosho says that he got stumped on Player of the Season at Sydney. Yeah, Milos Nikovic was. Let's have a look at the other ones. Other players of the season from Sydney. Bobo, of course. Caceres, Bratton. Yeah, Brosk actually could have been one we could have gone for. Del Piero, yes. Some more obvious ones there. Ivan Nichevsky won it 1 year. Wow. Ivan Nichevsky won it. Robert Mack won it last year. There you go. I didn't know that. Cool. Hope you're having a nice Wednesday, man. Cheers, Cody. Appreciate that. I am having a great Wednesday. And nice way to round off the day by watching my team, Central Coast Mariners, playing some football. Central Coast Mariners leading 1-0 at the break. Jacob says, I'm so keen for the game against you lads next Thursday. Yes, Brisbane Royal Central Coast Mariners next Thursday. I was hoping to get up to the game, but I don't think I'll be able to make it happen, unfortunately. But should be a great game. It'll be a tough one for Mariners. Brisbane have been flying at the moment. Nama, the great question here. Do you think it's the final straw for Aloisi? Yeah, I think if they don't win, I think if Western fail to win this weekend on Friday, they take on Brisbane Royal. Yeah, I mean, that would be 7 consecutive losses if they lose. And that's not a good look, dude. It's not a good look. watching the Bulls game tomorrow. Yes, Cody, and very excited to say we will be doing a live watch along for the Bulls game tomorrow. MacArthur SC have a big game against Dynamic Herb Cebu in the AFC Cup, and a win for them will secure a top place in the group as well. So join us for the live watch along tomorrow night. It is a later one here in Australia. It's 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. But it was a big final week this week, 3 consecutive days with the A-League teams involved in Asian competitions. So we will be live tomorrow night for that one. Jacob said it's going to be an awkward Christmas if John gets sacked after the game on Friday. Imagine that. And imagine if Brisbane win and it's Ross Aloisi winning to sack his own brother. Oh my goodness. What a storyline. It's actually how it could work out. Ross Aloisi could sack his own brother with a win. Oh no. You don't want your brother to be to be unemployed, do you? Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. Play footy tic-tac-toe. It's a good game. It's in Google. Wow, haven't heard of that one. Might have to check it out. So it looks like Mariners have returned to the pitch for the second half, and looks like there's some changes being ready for the Mariners as well. The number 7 of Christian Theoharis is on the bench. Here's a look at the Mariners lineup from that first half. It looks like we will see some changes at the break. So because Mariners leading here, and as they are leading, I imagine they'll have a chance to rotate players, rest players. So Theoharis coming on. It looks like it might be Alu Kuala as well, who's coming on. It'll be interesting to see who's come off from that front line. Miguel DePizio is returning to the pitch for the second half. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Troy. So glad to be able to watch the MacArthur game. Yeah, it should be great. Yeah, that looks right, Justin. Theoharis and Kuala look like to be the 2 players preparing to come on. Be interesting to see who leaves the pitch for the Mariners. Dynamic Herb Cebu. Taking MacArthur SC tomorrow night. Very keen for that one. So Stallions Laguna really did a decent job of holding strong defensively and created a couple decent chances towards the end of the half. They actually ended the half with more shots compared to Mariners. Mariners defeated Stallions Laguna 9-1 in the reverse fixture. Are there more goals in the future for Mariners in this one? We are still waiting for the second half to get underway, but here come the changes. It is Will Wilson who's making way for Alu Kuala. Theoharis is also on. So Wilson's off. Theoharis on. Having a look here, it looks like it's Jing Reese who has also departed. So we'll get that updated lineup on the graph on the screen in just a sec. Second half set to get underway here. Mariners leading Stallions Laguna 1-0. Can Mariners build on this lead and top the group in the AFC Cup? Second half is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, a slight delay there may be if you're watching this on YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Great to see you guys tuning in on a Wednesday evening. Midweek football, we love it. Let's go, Mariners. And continuing the way we started the way we ended the first half, Mariners happy to hold the ball at the back, waiting for Stallions Laguna to press. Christian Theoharis onto the pitch as well as Ali Kuala. Theoharis scored earlier on in the AFC Cup. Would love to get another one here tonight. Hasn't scored too many goals from the Mariners. Would love to see a bit more adventure from the Mariners, a bit more aggression. I know we're leading, but a couple more goals just to make it comfortable would be nice. Marco Tullio scoring the only goal of the game so far with a delightful chip over the goalkeeper. Danny Vukovic under pressure. Has to send it out for a throw-in. Mariners just have to be wary of Stallions Laguna and the way they've been pushing up and putting Mariners under pressure at times. So here's a look at the new lineup for Central Coast Mariners. Decent lineup it is. DePizio still in the field. Good to see him getting some solid minutes for the Mariners. Harris playing on the wing. Alec Wall through the middle alongside Marco Tullio. Theo Harris on that left-hand side. DePizio's now out on that right flank. Danny Vukovic retiring next season. I mean, he's playing well. I think he's still got a few more years left in him, man. I think he's enjoying his football, captaining the club that he started his A-League career with many years ago now, almost 2 decades ago, which is pretty crazy to think, hey. The A-League is coming up to its 20th birthday in a few years' time. Mikael Docker with a wayward touch there, goes out of play for a throw. And Mariners have to be careful that momentum doesn't swing the home side's way. Here comes Stallions Laguna, ball down the left. Docker trying to chase it down. Goes out for a goal kick. Nama here with a question. Says, do you think West United need a new goalkeeper? No disrespect to Tom Hewitt-Bell, but he's an average goalkeeper. They need a Jamie Young type goalkeeper. I actually think Tom Hewitt-Bell's okay. He made a couple of great saves early in the early rounds of the season. I think he's a decent goalkeeper. I don't think you can put the goals that they've been conceding and their form down just to the goalkeeper. Overall, tactically, they've probably been second best in most of their games, West United. So I don't think so. I think Hewitt-Bell's okay. I think he's all right. G'day, Sammy. Good to see you here, man. Lockie, do you think we go through? It depends on Jeon Book and the Bangkok game. That's right. It's a nervy wait for City fans. And yeah, you're Melbourne City, Sammy. It's look, it's a really precarious situation. There is a chance. Obviously, there's a chance. We'll definitely keep it closer on the game. But you're right there. Yeah, we need Bangkok to win. And I'd love to see Melbourne City get through. As Ali Kowal's in behind for Mariners. Great save. 1-on-1. Kowal with the great chance here for the Mariners. Still on for the Coast. DePizio through for Nisbet. Chips the keeper. And chips the crossbar too. So close to a rare Josh Nisbet goal. Great chance, man. Jacob here with a comment regarding his Brisbane Roar. Says, apparently since the Roar have waters up front, I've heard rumours that the club are planning to use a visa spot on a different position now. Kaz also said that we'll be bolstering the squad in Jan. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what positions that they might need to fill. Maybe another defender. Maybe another wide player. I mean, they're pretty well covered. They've got good young players coming through. Maybe another midfielder. Maybe another. I'm not sure, man. I mean, overall, like they're playing so well right now, Brisbane. That there's not many gaps. I guess the question for you, I could put the question to you, Jacob. I mean, if your team was signing a visa player, what position would you want them to sign in? Because looking pretty strong across the park, eh? I'd maybe go another defender. Maybe a good versatile defender just to solidify things there. That's right, Justin nearly a Nisbet goal. Very close indeed for Joshy Nisbet. Has only scored a few goals in his 100+ appearances now for the Mariners. Joshy Nisbet picked up his 100th A-League appearance for the Central Coast Mariners a couple weeks ago against Melbourne Victory. Jacob says, I'd like a visa winger, like Botiak sort of signing. Yes, Eric Botiak was a great signing for the Raw. That could work as well. Provide some competition for Henry Hoare and Miliusnic and Armiento. That's the thing, though, because then you got, Jez Lofthouse, who had a great game against Adelaide as well. It'd be good to sign a visa player, but then you're, cutting off the opportunities for these young guys to come through as well. Hey. Six minutes or 7 minutes now into the half. Couple decent openings for the Mariners. Ali Kowal came close. Josh Nisbet tried to chip the keeper, but ended up chipping the whole goal. Jacob says, once our defenders get fit, we will have a lot of depth. That's true as well. There are plenty of options at the back for Raw. How are the injuries to, actually for Raw, how are the injuries to, who went off injured against Adelaide? I think it was Bert Gilroy and who was the other one? So Scott Neville. They both went off injured, didn't they? Justin says, do Raw have a second striker other than Waddingham? I like Watters, by the way. Yes, Thomas Waddingham has already proved to be a very solid striker for Raw. They don't really have too many other players in that vicinity. I've probably got a few players who could fill that role. Ryan Brownlee, maybe Shea Cahill, Jonas Markovsky, Marco Tullio trying to get in behind. Keeper comes out for a punch. Throw in. Yeah, it's looking pretty youthful for Brisbane when it comes up to the striker position. So maybe another striker would be a decent option for the Raw, just to give some competition for young Waddingham. So it goes Mariners in possession. Ballard and moving the ball with a bit more authority, Mariners. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Hasn't been the best performance from the Mariners, has it? One of the travels maybe just taken a bit out of the Mariners. They played in the A-League on Friday night against Western, where they did win 3-0. I believe they left Australia for the Philippines on Monday, I believe. What's the flight time from like Sydney to the Philippines? Probably a decent number of hours. Around here in the chat says, what the hell happened to Wenzel Halls? Looked great earlier this season. Yeah, it could be a combination of injury. I don't know if an injury's popped up for Wenzel Halls, but he's fallen down the pecking order, I think, for strikers as well. You look at Mariners and Jing Reese starting tonight with Alec Kowal on the bench. I'm worried that maybe there isn't a place for Wenzel Halls in the team as the cross comes in from Docker. Get away. Corner for Mariners. Look, we'll see if Wenzel Halls can make his re-emerge and try and wrestle back a spot in the team. But look, I don't think there's a spot for him right now, to be fair. Jing Reese is looking good at the moment. Alec Kowal obviously provides a good option. And then, Michael Tullio plays up there as well. Miguel DePizio is playing well, so there's good young players coming through as well. Jacob just on this Brisbane Raw injuries. Neville, I'm not sure, but Gilroy went off 2 weeks in a row, so I'm thinking it could be a niggly injury. Opposed to something that will put him out for any time. Yeah, hopefully they pull up all right. Corey Brown's still out with injury at Brisbane. Here's Tullio's corner for the Coast. Delivery's okay, headed away. 10 minutes into the half. Mariners still lead 1-0. If you're just tuning in and you want to watch the game, you can watch on 10 Play if you're in Australia. Here we go. Danny Vukovic again, just standing on the ball, happy to wait for Stallions Laguna to press. Is unable to keep it up at the top of the pitch, and the home team back with possession. Trying to hold it up. Well done, Nisbet winning it back. Tullio forward for Kowal. Great chance, Mariners. Here's Tullio in behind. Can't get the shot off, has to cut back. Tullio still there. Through for Nisbet. Defenders get back. Well done, Mariners winning the ball. High up the pitch. Julio could have pulled the trigger a bit earlier there. Hey, he was in behind, wasn't he? Here we go, Mariners on their attack again. Nisbet, great pass. Steele, crossing it. Too close to the keeper. Qual was waiting. Harry Steele's done all right tonight from left back. Gotten forward on a few occasions. No Noah Smith still for the Mariners, so it is Harry Steele who's slotting in at left back. Your prediction? Well, before the game, I said 4-1 Mariners. It's definitely changed now. I would take 1-0 here. Stallions Laguna have been all right tonight. Bosho's back in the 2-0 win. Justin says, where's Caltac being rested? Yes, I believe it would be just a matter of just resting Caltac. I don't think it's an injury. He is on the bench tonight, Brian Caltac. But he has started just about every game for Mariners this season. So he has being rested on the bench at least. Dan Hall and Nathan Paul running a show at the back for Mariners. You can see the live lineup graphic we have here on the screen. Back four of Docker, Hall, Paul, and Steele. A bit of rotation there in that back line. Here's a set piece opportunity for Stallion Laguna, and it's flicked away for a goal kick. That wasn't far off. Big central defender getting forward, getting his head on it, doing well. The delivery was great too. It was a fair way up. I was always sailing wide. Max Ballard, Josh Nisbet. Both of them not being rested for this game, still playing. Football manager Mark Jackson opting to stick with that central midfield pairing, which he clearly likes, Nisbet and Ballard. DePizio on that right-hand side. I showed glimpses today. Has overall been pretty quiet though. Thea Harris yet to influence the game. He came on at halftime, as did Luka Wall up top. Who had a great chance. Tulio's been good as well tonight. Here is DePizio on that right flank, cutting inside. Tulio with the ball, looking to feed through Docker. Flag is up. Flag is up. Josh Nisbet's been getting forward on plenty of occasions too. Justin mentioned a moment ago, Nisbet looks good for a goal. He's been getting in great positions, hey. Really good positions. What do you think of our chances of winning the Cuppa? I think there is a chance. Look, it's going to be really tricky for the Mariners when we do get through to the knockout stage because the quality of teams obviously rises from there. And look, it's the unknown too. We don't know too much about these opposition teams, but very excited to see how far Mariners can go when we get through to the knockout stage, which seems to be inevitable now for the Mariners as we approach the hour mark. Still leading 1-0, which means Mariners top the group. Stallion Laguna preparing a couple of changes. Looking to get fresh legs on to help find this equaliser. Nisbet has it in the middle. Chooses not to utilise the route of Thea Harris and instead gets caught on possession. Tulio wins it straight back though. Well done. Ballard now. Nice footwork from Ballard. Holds off the challenges. Max Ballard, one of the more underrated midfielders in the A-League. Has quietly been doing a very solid job in midfield for the Central Coast for a couple of years now. An hour of football has been played in the Philippines. Stallions Laguna 1, Central Coast Mariners 0. Couple of chances in the second half of Mariners, but still, you're going to say it's been pretty even. Thea Harris, good touch. Just loses it though. Commits the foul too. Didn't quite work out there for Christian Thea Harris, who has it's been up and down for Thea Harris so far this season. He has started a number of games, but he's been coming off the bench for the last few weeks now. And he's a fantastic player, Christian Thea Harris. We love him at the Mariners, and As long as he can just try and add some more goals and assists to his game, that'll help his cause. Home team making some changes now. Stallion Laguna getting some fresh legs on the pitch. Very picturesque stadium this one is. The trees along that far sideline. Nice flick. Here come Stallion Laguna down the right flank. Harry Steele looking to hold him up. Nisbet, well done. Very consistent performer, isn't he, Josh Nisbet? Always puts in a good performance. Corner for Stallion Laguna. They are starting to wrestle back control of this game after a bright start to the second half of the Mariners. Sam will take the corner here for the home team. The delivery's not great. Nisbet wins it and can break forward here for the Central Coast. DePizio is trying to join him. Nisbet decides to go for that early ball. DePizio will get on the end of this. What can Mariners do here? Back inside. There's Theo Harris in the box. Theo Harris, the shot. Oh, it's in! It's deflected in, and Mariners hit 2. And that might just seal top place in the group and passage through to the knockout stage. Fantastic counter-attack. And we were saying just a moment ago how we want to see Theo Harris add some more goals to his game. He's got it. 2-0. Let's go. Love it. Christian Theo Harris joining the counter-attack late, took it into the box. And the ball seemed to just roll into the back of the net. The replay will be interesting here. It must have taken a deflection, I'd imagine. DePizio playing it short. Nice little piece of footwork, and then it just sailed past the goalkeeper somehow. That must have taken a deflection for sure. The goalkeeper was wrong-footed. We've got a reverse angle, actually. This might be telling. That's it. Yeah, huge deflection. Huge deflection. Will, of course, go down as Theo Harris's goal. 64 minutes have been played, and Mariners lead 2-0. Important goal. It's Stallions Laguna. They've been looking all right tonight. Mariners have had to really dig deep to hold on and then find that second. Stallion Laguna attacking with a bit more ferocity now. Cross comes in. Vukovic claims. Love it. Tay says, poor defending. Let's go indeed. Good to see Ollie here as well in the chat. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening. Wednesday evening of midweek football. AFC Cup. We're going to be live late tomorrow night as well. MacArthur FC taking on Cebu FC in their final group stage game. Here come Mariners once again. It breaks down, but Kowal will recover it. Mikhail Docker. 2-goal lead is very nice. Will it be enough is the question. It should be, but you'd think a third would completely seal it then. That would be more than enough, you'd imagine, for Mariners to proceed through to the knockout stage pretty comfortably. Bit of a different story compared to Melbourne City last night, who were really under pressure trying to qualify last night. Here's DePizio. There's Nisbet, who's really gotten forward today. Qual, edge of the box. DePizio's there. Can't find a teammate. Struggling to clear it. Stallion Laguna. Theo Harris in the box. Trying to turn his defender. Back heel for Steele's nice. That'll end up in a goal kick. Wow. So Mariners lead the group 4 points clear on top. Goal difference now goes up to plus 13. Mariners, that's their 20th goal in this AFC Cup campaign. 20 goals. That's also equal with Macarthur SC, who have also scored 20 goals in this AFC Cup. That means they are the two top scoring teams in the entire AFC Cup. Incredibly. Let's give away the ball. Stallion Laguna can't capitalise though, but it will be a free kick for the home team. But isn't that remarkable? Just having a glance, I just had a glance at the group standings across the AFC Cup, and now Mariners and Stallion Laguna stand as the teams. Sorry, Mariners and Macarthur SC stand as the two teams who have scored the most goals in the tournament. That's now 20 goals for the Mariners. That's right, Justin. A few risky back passes. There's been a couple of occasions where we've given the ball away pretty cheaply. But there's a glance at the ladder. Mariners comfortable on top now. Goal difference, never an issue. So, free kick here for Stallion Laguna. That looks like a shot. It's gone to that far post and misses everyone. Goal kick. So with this 2-goal lead, we may see some more play rotation as this half goes on. A few of these players have been playing a lot of football of late. There's two midfielders, Nisbet and Ballard. We might see one of them come off, if not both. Tulio as well. Could see him come off as well. He's been heavily involved for the Mariners this season. Even someone like Miguel DePizio, who has started the last couple of games now for Central Coast Mariners. But a 2-goal lead is now looking pretty comfortable for the Mariners here. Anything can happen in football, but they really shouldn't lose it from here, Central Coast. There is still plenty of time, to be fair, for Stallion Laguna to make a comeback. So Mariners have to make sure that they don't take their foot off the pedal here. And there's some space here for Mikael Doko to charge up the right wing. DePizio offering a short option. Max Ballard with space in midfield to pick his pass. Uses Docker. Nice run from DePizio. Mariners are in here. DePizio will get a second opportunity. Goes backwards. Docker's delivery. Oh, that's good. Great chance. Someone. Oh, my God. What a save. Did the flag stay down? Thea Harris. We're just waiting for someone to hit it. Thea Harris at the far post forces a corner. Great save. Pepito, the Stallion Laguna goalkeeper. Great reflex save. And that's a corner. But we were talking about changes just a moment ago, and here we go. We've got it. It is Miguel DePizio coming off the pitch. Decent game in the end from Miguel DePizio. Youngster playing on that right-hand side. So Brad Tapp is on. Corner comes in for the Mariners, and it's not too far for Dan Hall. Almost got a header on target. Bradley Tapp, another solid young player, versatile as well. Can play in defense or in midfield. It's going to mean a bit of a reshuffle for the Mariners. Looks like Marco Tulio's drifted out to that right wing, right side of midfield. Nisbet will shift forward alongside Kowalt. And that means Brad Tapp will join Maxi Ballard in the heart of midfielders. Mariners continue to push forward. Looking for goal number 3. So, less than 20 minutes to go now in this game. Minutes are ticking by, and Mariners getting closer and closer to securing knockout stage football in the AFC Cup for the first time ever. Hey Charlie, how's it going, man? Why can't I watch it on Paramount? This game is not on Paramount, unfortunately, only on 10 Play. So if you're in Australia, you can watch on 10 Play on the app or the website. So check it out there. Thanks as well, Aaron in the chat. Aaron Thomas helping out 10 Play. That's right. Yeah, the AFC Cup games for our A-League teams, Mariners and MacArthur, have been available on 10 Play this season. Nisbet, probably player of the match so far for Mariners. He's been so busy, not just in midfield, but even moving forward as well, looking to create for the Mariners. Almost scored as well earlier on in this half. Here's a glance at this new lineup here for the Mariners. You can see Brad Tapp, youngster, is slotted into that midfield area. More of a defensive-minded midfielder alongside Maxi Ballard, just to shore up things in midfield. And now this is interesting. Stallion Laguna are making a goalkeeper sub. Now, I don't know if there's any injury here with the current goalkeeper. He just made a fantastic save, Pepito. But a backup goalkeeper here, Valdez, is coming on. Pepito's jogging off here. Appears to be fine, so perhaps it's just a chance for Valdez to get some game time for Stallion Laguna, but you don't see that often. As Justin mentions here, goalkeeper change, that's unique. That's right, goalkeeping sub, quite unique. Indeed. Don't often see it. Would you go to the final if Mariners hosted? Absolutely. Would never miss it. Of course. Wouldn't miss it at all if Mariners made it all the way to the final. Here comes Michael Tullio for the Central Coast. Crossing. Can't find a teammate. It'd be a massive occasion if Mariners were to make it to the final of the AFC Cup, of course. So the back four has remained same this whole game. They've done all right overall. Joshy Nisbet, maybe that goal will come for him now that he's playing a bit more further up the pitch in a more attacking role alongside Alu Kowal. Josh Nisbet has played a variety of positions in his Mariners career, obviously mainly in the centre of midfield, but also in wide positions. Under Alan Stajic, he was utilised predominantly as a right-sided midfielder. Has also under Nick Montgomery and now Mark Jackson featured in a further up, higher up position as like a number 10, if you like, or second striker. But I like this setup for the Mariners heading forward. Happy to hold on to this 2-goal lead, which will take them through to the knockout stage. That's right, Stable Gravity says, haven't seen a goalkeeper sub in a long time, eh? Justin asks, are you happy with your new coach? Look, it's been a tricky start to life for him. I mean, obviously it's tricky. You know, your team, the club has won a championship, and then plenty of those players have left the club. So it's almost a different team that he's working with here. And it's starting to come good now. We're starting to see, you know, the hard work on the training ground, you know, show on the pitch. Mariners starting to get some results, which is good. So overall, you know, it's still early on, but I am happy with how it's proceeding so far. Plenty of time to go in the A-League season, of course. Stanley Laguna with the corner. McDaniel delivers, headed away by Paul, who's been solid at the back. Cal Docker holds on to possession for the Coast. Stallion Laguna, well, they win a free kick. Max Ballard, adjudged to have committed the foul there. He was pretty physical in his approach. No worries, boys. Show. Thanks for tuning in, man. Justin says, Monty was great. How's he doing in Scotland? He's doing pretty well as far as from what I've seen. Getting some decent results over there, Hibernian. Charlie, we are up to the 70. We've just ticked past 76 minutes. 76 minutes. So, McDaniel with the free kick for Stanley Laguna. It's a 4 Van Wall. Well, that's almost 5. Well, there's 4.5. Theo Harris is on the ground, blocking the low routes. The shot hits the post. Oh, my goodness. So close for the home team. Great free kick from McDaniel. The chance is still on. Cross comes in. And the flag is up. And it's lucky because there was a handball, I think, there from Theo Harris. Mariners are bursting around the counter-attack now. Nisbet turns back and finds support in Harry Steele. Wow. Drama off the post indeed. Very close. The closest they have come, Stallion Laguna. They've been good tonight, man. They're, considering that they lost 9-1 last time against Mariners, they've done a decent job. Here's Ali Kuwal. Can't find the pass. The game's starting to open up now. Stallion Laguna finding some good space for Sam. It's just broken down. It's gone out of play. Do you think Stallions will score? I mean, they're pushing, aren't they? They're pushing. If they keep this up, they could find a goal. At this rate, it might just be a consolation goal. I think it'd be hard for them to break 2. But, hey, it could happen. They're really... And look at this press now. They really are pressing. Mariners break past that initial press. And here's a bit forward for Steele. Inside for Theo Harris. There was space inside. That pass was the wrong one. Tulio was free on the right. Theo Harris, again, just lacking that final product there. Scored the second goal for the Mariners tonight, Christian Theo Harris. That one was wayward. 12 minutes remaining. G'day, Drogba. How's it going, man? Says, good job, Mariners. Respect from Adelaide. Long ball. Will find Theo Harris here. Can he do a better job this time with his delivery? Not quite, but it will trickle through to Tulio on the right flank. Tulio, short for Nisbet. The 1 and 2, and the cross is... Oh, it's gone all the way in! Is it an own goal? Is it through off Tulio? It won't matter. Mariners are through to the knockout stage of the AFC Cup. That seals it. 3-0. Marco Tulio has 2 for the evening. And he is scoring goals for fun in this tournament now. I believe that's goal number 8 in the tournament for Marco Tulio, who is now second on the goal scoring charts in the AFC Cup. Great 1-2 with Nisbet. Oh, dude, it was a great finish. It wasn't an own goal. From the initial camera angle, I thought it might have been an own goal. Tulio has gone for the near post there, and it's a great, great finish. Love it. Love it indeed. Marco Tulio has been the star of this AFC Cup campaign for the Mariners. Scoring goals, involved in so many attacks. Here's Sam striking for Stallion Laguna. Can't find a shot on target. Still in possession here, the home team. They really need to score here if they want to get anything out of this game. But 3 goals scored by Mariners, and we have ticked past 80 minutes now. 10 minutes remaining in the half in the match. Ball stays in according to the referees. Sam with a run, but it's being pulled back now. Throw-in indeed. Troy here mentions clever finish. He is such a smart player with that typical Brazilian flair. Go Mariners. (3-0). Comfortable win for the Mariners, who will top the group. It's not the 9-1 that they picked up last time they faced Stallion Laguna, but in the end, the scoreline looks pretty comfortable. It has been tricky. Stallion Laguna, they pushed towards the end of the first half, and throughout this half, they haven't had opportunities. They hit the post with that free kick, but Mariners, professional performance in the end here. Central Coast Mariners' next match is on Sunday afternoon. A grand final rematch, A-League grand final rematch away to Melbourne City. City looking to get revenge. Mariners will be keen to get back to the coast and rest and recover before heading to Melbourne. Is there one more goal on the way for the Mariners? Max Ballard's been good tonight in midfield as well, hasn't he? Collision in the middle of the field. It is a foul, and it's going to be a yellow card. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the first booking of the night. Goes to Stallions Laguna. The challenge on tap. It's a free kick for Mariners on around that halfway line. Definitely worthy of a yellow card there. Didn't get anywhere near the ball. Dangerous challenge on the calf. Troy, for the question here in the chat, says, how do you think we'll go against City? I'm confident we can get a result like we did against Victory, but it'll be tough. Yeah, look, I'd take a draw, and I think Mariners are capable of grabbing a draw. Melbourne City haven't been at their best this season. It will be tough. Mariners will have to be at their best because City do have quality players, despite maybe their lackluster form. So, look, I'd take a draw, and I think Mariners decent form the last few weeks. 2 wins in the last 3 other games. Here's Nisbet in behind. Great chance, Mariners. Yeah, Harris can't get to it. Stanley Laguna will come the other way. I would take a draw against Melbourne City. I would. Tan Lee asks does this mean Mariners are through? Yes. The win confirms Mariners will top the group and progress through to the knockout stage. Josh Nisbet is getting forward here. Great game as well for Nisbet. And oh my goodness, what a chance. Alu Kowal millimeters away from tapping home, number 4. Great opportunity, Josh Nisbet. Well done. Well done. Lisa's in the chat. How's it going? 85 minutes played. Shouldn't have too much injury time. Again, not many stoppages in this game. It's been a pretty free-flowing game. There it is. Mark Jackson will be very happy with the side's performance. Mariners haven't required the likes of Brian Kaltak, Jacob Farrell, Angel Torres tonight. They have been rested, and you'd expect all 3 will feature on the weekend against Melbourne City. Kowal has to score those to stable gravity. because Mariners pretty content to just keep possession here. Ballard goes long, though, because he sees the run of Tulio, who's in a bit of space. And Tulio is on a hat-trick. Going for that near post again. He's got the side netting this time around. Michael Tulio. What a tournament it has been for him. Brazilian attacker. Fantastic. Sam over the top for Stallion Laguna. Should be offside, though. It is. Top goal scorer in the AFC Cup at the moment is Shintaro Shimizu, striker from Phnom Penh Crown, who's got 9 goals in the group stage. 9. Mariners, that third goal from Tulio has now made them the highest scoring team in the entire AFC Cup for this season. No one in the AFC Cup has scored more goals than Central Coast Mariners. 21 goals now in 6 group stage games. Second top team is MacArthur FC. Jacob asks, will you bring the podcast back? The podcast is on hold at the moment. The focus at the moment is on, it's live stream content and YouTube videos and stuff, which I think suits the style of content that I think we do here at the moment on the Coastwood Football channel. Justin, it's a good point, eh? How good is it watching a game with that VAR? It's interesting, isn't it? It is good in a way because, when a goal is scored and it's awarded, or, when something happens, like that's it, and you can celebrate, you know what I mean? So there is a certain freedom to it, knowing that, you don't have to hold your breath. Even if your team scores, it's not like you have to wait to celebrate. It's it's, in my opinion, how football should be played. Mikael Docker looking to burst down the right. Great run, showing his pace. Delivery. Stopped at the near post. And his pass inside isn't great. Docker, bit of a hot and cold performance there from Mikael Docker. He's shown good glimpses, again, using that pace at the wing, but simply his passing has been a bit offline. I just I assume love podcasts to help me get through the day at work. Yeah, dude. Hey, look, I love listening to podcasts. And look, if there is something we could do there with podcasts, if there's enough demand for it, if people are keen for it, I'd be keen to bring the podcast back into the content system. So hey, look, if that's something you guys would be interested in, more of a long form, casual sort of football conversation, let me know. But especially considering that CrossFit football is a solo thing, it's just me. The YouTube and live stream thing, it's definitely the way to go. Especially, with having the live chat here, it's going to have the dialogue with you guys live in real time, which is always a lot of fun. 3 minutes at a time here. Mariners holding on to possession and are going to come away from the Philippines with a solid 3-0 win. Wasn't a comfortable performance in the end. Stallion Laguna did make it tricky for us and did try to push to get a result from this game. But Mariners just proving to have too much class in the end, too much quality in front of goal. Max Ballard has found space in behind here and could tee up Mariners for number 4 if the pass is right. Thea Harris, good block on the line. Sorry, not on the line. A bit ahead of the line. In the box, I should say. But Mariners, I tell you what, we could have had 5 or 6 tonight. Moving forward, we looked good. Now, Mikael Docker, we've got 2 minutes left in the game. Mikael Docker's down injured here. I did see him crouching down like 5 minutes ago. And I just wonder if there's an issue here for Mikael Docker, the Brazilian who Has had a couple sprints up the wing. Hopefully hasn't twinged anything late on here. And looks like Stormroo's going to come on to replace him for the final few minutes here. Stormroo is indeed on the pitch. Central Coast Mariners are going to hold them to this 3-goal lead. Great that Mariners have decent depth across the pitch to decent right backs in Stormroo and Mikael Docker. Final minute now. Mariners content just to knock it around. Here's a look at the group ladder as it stands. As you can see here, Central Coast Mariners sit top of the group, 13 points. Goal difference is 14 plus. That's 21 scored, 7 conceded. Here comes Tulio lifting it up. Far post. Steal. Does he keep it in? Goal kick. So Tarranganu have no way of catching Mariners now. 4 points clear Mariners. Tarranganu take on Bali United in about 2 hours' time. Tarranganu hoping to be one of those top-ranked second-place teams to go through to the knockout stage. Look at that for Stallion Laguna, though. This table coming from Google. Stallion Laguna have conceded 27 goals in just 6 group stage games. And there's the full-time whistle. The result has been sealed, and the clean sheet has been sealed for the Central Coast Mariners, who will qualify for the knockout round. Not the best performance for the Mariners, but they got the job done in the end. Stallion Laguna did a decent job of pushing late on there. Had a free kick that hit the post. That was close. Congrats on the win. Thank you very much, Cody. It's a good win for the Mariners. Do the winners qualify for the ACL of the group or the entire tournament? I believe that the winners of the AFC Cup do go through the Asian Champions League. I believe so, yes. No worries, Justin. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. What a win for the Mariners. 3-0 in the end. Great results. Away from home, a big away trip for the Mariners, the biggest one of the season. Yes, yeah, I think that's right, Jacob. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the winners of the tournament go through to the Asian Champions League. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. There we go. So, Mariners will go through to the knockout stage. We are going to be live tomorrow night for MacArthur FC taking on Cebu FC, also from the Philippines. MacArthur FC, again, looking pretty comfortable in their group. A win should take them through top, and a draw would probably be enough as well, because that would take them to 13 points. So, should be expected to win tomorrow night against Cebu FC to take them top of the group, MacArthur FC. So join us tomorrow night for that one. We're also going to be live on Saturday night for our A-League primetime watch-along. Big Blue Melbourne victory, Sydney FC. See you on Saturday for that one. And, of course, live on Monday night for our A-League round recap. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. My name's Lockie. This is Coast of Football. Hit the like button on the way out. Have a great one, guys. See you tomorrow. Cheers.